What's going on, guys? Brimstone here. Welcome to episode 132 of season 2 of the Game Talk podcast. We got some news tonight. We got quite a bit to talk about, and hopefully we're going to give you some good deals. On the first of the docket, we got Halo Master Chief. Then you're going to have Sony refunds on pre-orders. We have quite a bit to talk about. And as always, joining me tonight, TechRed.
What up, man? Thank you for having me.
What's going on, man? How's it going?
Playing video games, the usual, same.
Yeah, what you been playing?
Overwatch, actually.
Overwatch,
Call of Duty, you name it.
Well, that's good. That's good. So, which do you want to start with tonight?
I went first last time. You go with the first one.
All right. I can't remember which tab this one is, so we're just going to go with it. It is going to be... Bam. PlayStation Store will now offer refunds on pre-ordered games. I'm going to go ahead and pull up the article in the window so I can read along because, you know, I'm not intelligent enough to do that first before launching this podcast, but hey, whatever.
Let me just talk like robot for an article.
Bebop, boobop. Yeah. All right, let's see. Let me find it. It was the Sony refunds is what I saw. Oh, that's right. Duh. Trust me, I know what I'm doing. I am a professional.
And they got some keyboards on the side that look pretty cool.
Yes, they do, sir. Yes, they do. Just waiting for the site to load. Come on, site. Sometime now. Let's go, baby. I know, right? Like, this is so annoying. I hate when GameSpot plays all these damn these ads on their page, dude. Oh my goodness.
Welcome to Tech Radar, where they just take a billion years.
Yeah, Take Radar too. Yeah, they're the same. They got the same issues. Why in the world will it not come up now? PlayStation refund. There we go. Why in the world?
Gotta love when you can't disable ad blocker.
Right?
You gotta love when they tell you, oh, to support the site you gotta disable ad blocker. And I was like, oh, okay. Then I gotta deal with all your nasty
have to
ads.
pay. Yeah, you have to pay like a certain amount of money. Oh, here we go. Found it. All right. So it says Sony has announced a new refund policy for the PlayStation Store that allows you to return pre-orders for games that you no longer are interested in. That is actually kind of cool. If you think about it. Like, I mean, say money comes in tight and you can no longer afford your pre-order. So, like, you need to get that money back. So here they go. Like, here's a refund. And, you know, and that's kind of one of the reasons why, like, the way Xbox does their stuff, because they don't take your pre-order out right away. They take your pre-order out when the game comes out. So you have all that time to cancel before then. So, I mean, like, I don't know. Like, I think this is good, too, though, so. Let's see.
About time?
Yeah,
about
right?
Time? Do you know how many friends of mine that have asked for refunds from Sony and gotten banned because of asking for a refund? About time they've done this. They should have done this a long time ago. I mean, let's say you buy a game by mistake, or maybe you bought the wrong version by mistake.
Yeah, say you wanted the better version, and then all of a sudden, poof, you got the damn standard, and you thought you paid for the collectors or something.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And like, let's say you wanted, well, they're saying it on pre-order games, but I'm assuming it'll be on everything else. So let's say if you bought, you know, PlayStation, PSN,
yeah, and
let's say you want to get the year and you have the year and you want to refund the 3 months you just bought like an hour ago, you can probably do that. I like what Sony's doing. So here, this is when Sony's doing a good move. Still doesn't answer for crossplay, but hey,
it's something, right? Like, it's one of those things that you gotta take what you can get.
They finally threw us an olive branch. Finally.
An olive branch, you say?
Yeah, finally, yeah. They could have just kept the way they had it with no refunds and, you know, get banned for asking for a refund.
Oh, I remember those days. Those days were kind of horrible. I remember those days.
Those days were a shafting and a half.
That's beyond shafting, sir. That's straight up highway robbery.
No, that's called Murder She Wrote. Like, I'm happy about this, but Sony needs to do a lot more. Sony needs to do a lot more then at this point. This is just a small. This is like a flower. This is not the whole. This is not the whole tree. This is just a slivering. These are breadcrumbs.
I agree. All right, we could go on to the next one then. We got Call of Duty Blackout Battle Royale mode is free for April. I mean, what do you think about that? Like, I think it's an all right thing. Like, I kind of like the Blackout mode, but there are just too many hackers on PC. Like, there's a lot of aimbotters going on, and it's ruined the PC crowd's experience. So, like, I don't know how I feel.
I mean, well, you got too many battle royales right now at the moment. Like, me and you have talked offhand about too many battle royales.
Yeah.
Blackout should have just gone free to begin with.
I agree.
I mean, it should have been free from the get-go.
I agree.
What I don't understand is, I don't know. We've seen it on PC. Call of Duty's just falling apart slowly, and it's like to take even me and Landon the other day, and he was trying to play or Metro the other day was trying to play what was it? We were trying to play Call of Duty on his new system, and it was forever. It was like we sat here forever. So I get what they're trying to do. They're trying to bring Call of Duty players back in. You know what I mean? They're trying to get the Call of Duty player base back. And the thing is, I think it's a little too late. Call of Duty usually dies about this time anyway, usually on PC. I'm surprised it's lasted this long.
I was going to say, it's usually a lot sooner than that, bro. Like, it's usually way, way dead, like, really in the beginning. Good morning, Cobra. What's going on, sir? I tell you, man. Like, I was really hoping that this year's Call of Duty on PC was going to last a lot longer, considering the kind of backing they were going to have. And being on the Battle.net client, like, I figured because of that they were going to continuously patch and fix the issues, and that's not a thing. That is definitely not a thing. I mean, they've been patching it. I mean, you saw me the other night, dude. Like, that damn download took for ages.
Well, that's their downloader for you.
Yeah, but that's just Call of Duty. That's like that. I could download Destiny fast. I could download World of Warcraft and all of its expansions plus updates in less than an hour. I could do the same with Diablo 3, StarCraft 2, StarCraft 1. I mean, all those games that they have, like, I could download way less than an hour. You know,
well, it's just Battle.net for you. I don't know what's up with Battle.net lately.
I honestly think it's just the Call of Duty. Yeah, I think it's just Call of Duty for me. Like, Overwatch, I could download with no time whatsoever. Call of Duty, for some reason or another, just does not like being downloaded through that client. I don't understand it. Because Destiny 2 downloaded really fast for me, and I was fine there.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
Well, they're trying to bring player base back. This is what that's about. And honestly, they should have just made it free. They should just make it free altogether on all systems at this point.
Yeah.
If they're going to go this way.
True.
So what happens after April? Does it get taken away from you?
Probably. Because it does say mode is free for April. So, like, it could.
So, like, what happens if you hella get into it and then, like, Activision just goes, oh, yeah, it's April's over. Pay us $30?
I'd rather pay the $30 for the one battle royale than than $60 for a game that's incomplete. So,
yeah.
But that's just
me. I agree with you there with that one.
All right, let's go on to boom. The camel toe in the room. Borderlands 3 might be an Epic Store exclusive. Deleted tweets tease September release. Now, I don't know lately what is up with the massive uproar against the Epic launcher. I personally have never had a single hiccup with it. I've never had any issues with it. I play I play this game called Spellbreakers, I think is what it's called. It runs perfectly on my system. The client doesn't get in the way. It doesn't shut down my system. It doesn't blue screen the death of me. It's really just like a decent client. I'm not saying it's the best client, but I don't have nearly the amount of issues that some of my buddies are having. I mean, have you had any of the major issues that you've heard about? Because I haven't had any of them.
I'll say this: I don't play enough Epic games, to really have an opinion on it. But if when I had it at the time for Fortnite, I still have Epic Games on my computer. It does not take up very much on my PC. You know what takes up a lot on my PC is the Steam client. When it's downloading something, it just taxes everything. Like my internet goes downhill.
Oh, really?
Real quick.
I don't even experience that. That's weird.
Yeah, my internet just tanks. But I have tons of apps opened as far as launchers go, and Epic Games really doesn't affect my computer like that. And I've played a few games on Epic Games. It doesn't do half of what it is. I don't understand the pitchfork and knifing over the whole Epic Games getting exclusives, because think about it this way. Epic is new to the scene, right? It's kind of like how I was talking to you the other night about wrestling. It's the same way as AEW. You have to go attract these big people to come to your platform to make money, to get eyes on the product. So they have to do this. And Epic wants to be a competition to Steam. They said they're going to keep pulling off. They said they weren't going to get any more exclusives, but companies all the time lie to our face.
I mean, come on, dude. Microsoft said that shit right after their launch of the Xbox One, and they still have it. PlayStation all of a sudden adopted it, and everybody on PlayStation was like, "This is the greatest thing on the planet," even though they were bitching about Microsoft doing it last platform cycle. That's neither here nor there, but people are if they're really up in arms about the Epic launcher doing the whole exclusivity deal. Just remember, and this is for those that are watching, it's not going to be permanent. I don't think it would be permanent. It would be stupid for the developers over at Borderlands to make it a permanent thing, especially if they want money. They're they're gonna want money. I mean, Borderlands sells. Let's face it. Borderlands is still selling. Hell, the first Borderlands in sales are still doing relatively good. And that's the thing. You can find that game now for $1 off of Kinguin, for freak's sakes.
Well, they're giving it to you. All the older games on Steam, you're getting remastered versions of them for free. They're relaunching the servers for number 1 to get you ready for Borderlands 3. My whole thing is who cares? I mean, companies are going to do what they got to do to make money, and they want people to their platform. So it's an exclusive. I know. I got an argument with somebody. I've been on arguments on Twitter, Facebook, over this kind of stuff. But I said at this point, companies got to make money. They got to attract crowds, and this is the way to do it. And it's not permanent. It'll be short. Most likely, I'm going to say this is going to be a year on Epic Games and then over to Steam.
Yeah.
And, my thing is everybody has all the launchers at this point. You know what I mean? They have all the launchers. It's one step to have another launcher.
Oh, yeah.
It's it doesn't bother me because I have enough horsepower on my PC to do it.
You don't think there's going to be enough hype, Chris? I think there's going to be hype for it, because that video that I saw for the launch trailer was pretty dope. I mean, how many, they said 1 billion guns? Think about that. 1 billion. Not 1 million, not a few 100,000, a freak ton of guns.
I've always liked Borderlands, so Borderlands 3 will be hype.
I've always liked Borderlands as well. I just didn't care for the pre-sequel as much as I liked the first 2 games. But you know what? Who knows? We may go back and play those. Because those games are a lot of fun, and they can be pretty damn addicting.
I know Metro needs to go through them.
Yeah, Metro should go with us on this little fun paid situation.
Journey.
Yeah, I think it would be fun though, honestly. I think it would be a great opportunity for him to get some streaming content out, to get videos out for himself.
Yeah, I haven't played Borderlands in 6 months.
And you know what's crazy, Chris, is the same situation happened with Borderlands 2. You didn't really hear a whole lot about it until launch. Of course there was those Borderlands dedicated channels that were talking about it, but you didn't hear hardly anything from any of the big times YouTubers. Not even Boogie said much about it, and he likes Borderlands. So it's 2 didn't have a whole bunch of hype behind it either. Not as much as pre-sequel did. Pre-sequel, I think, was overhyped.
Well, they hype it at the end of it. When they hype it at
just
the
before
end
the
of
launch
it,
or something?
the launch, yeah. You see, the thing is with Epic, not Epic, 2K, my bad. is always been like that, where they'll take as long as they can to build up a hype around it, you know, at the very beginning of it, and then they kind of go quiet with it, launch a little trailer here and there. But they've always been that way. Like Borderlands 1 was like that, where they kept it very quiet. And then like right at E3 time, they started going hyperdrive, announcing different things for it. So I wouldn't be surprised. 2K is one of those companies, as far as when it comes to Borderlands, where they just really keep it quiet and then they hype it up. Now let's hope 2K doesn't do what I think they're gonna do, because they've done this on all their other games, microtransactions. Let's just hope.
Well,
Let's
I
hope
mean,
they don't do this with Borderlands.
you know it's gonna happen, dude. Like there's no getting around it. Like it's going to happen. But their microtransactions, honestly, aren't that bad. Like you can later, like usually, and it's usually in the same calendar year that the game launches, you could find deals on their DLC. Like you can go, Steam has sales on that shit all the time. Epic's gonna have sales on it just to be competitive with Steam. I mean, it's really a win-win for everybody when it comes to Borderlands, at least. Not every game is going to be like this, obviously, but Borderlands, for the most part, you can find relatively cheap. You were able to find 2 and pre-sequel relatively close to their launches for really, really super cheap. So, I mean, that's pretty good, I think.
Indeed.
All right, so I guess it's safe to go into the pre-sale de la Resistance. We got the ever so lovely Halo Master Chief Collection may begin its release on PC this month.
Chris, yeah, Borderlands 2, never got into it. Yeah, it's not for everyone. Borderlands 2 is not for everyone.
Man, I'm okay, so I have all the Halos on Xbox, right? Like I got the Master Chief. I went out and bought Reach. I mean, I got the collection, and
then they shut down the Reach servers on Xbox. Now they're bringing them back. That's interesting. They're going back on their word a year later.
When did they shut the Reach servers down? Because the Reach servers were packed when I was playing it. That was
last year.
Ago.
Last year they closed it down. 343 and Microsoft did, and then they brought it back recently, which people were losing their minds. Why would Microsoft do such thing? But I get why they were doing it, because they're getting ready for the launch on PC. Why not? Why not make the Xbox the beta testers?
I get it. Yeah. All right. Well, I hope that this runs so good on PC. Like, I want it to run so good. The developers said it's going to have ultra wide support, 144 hertz support, 60 hertz out of the box. They said 4K UHD support. They said that this is all done differently than they did for Xbox. It's going to have really good mouse and keyboard support. They said that it's going to have crossplay between platforms. They're putting this up on the pedestal. So this is their second game, being on the Steam store, or third game I think it is on the Steam store. Because people think Halo Master Chief Collection, for some odd reason, is the first Microsoft game being put on Steam. It's not. Actually, it's the 4th game, I think, from Microsoft Studio. Yeah, it is.
And with this, I'm really hoping if this launch goes well, please bring Forza to Steam. Just bring Forza to Steam. I'll start buying my Xbox games on Steam if they do it right. Legitimately, I want
it to be good, bro. Like, I really, really, I think they need this. Honestly, they need something to bring back their PC crowd, and this is literally the only way it's gonna happen. Honestly, because how many PC gamers throughout the years have you known that, like, including ourselves, that have wanted a Halo game on PC?
Well, I gave up on the whole Halo thing a long time ago when I heard, it's not coming this year, and then it's not the next year. Then Halo Online, I was like, I'm excited. This shit is shit, and then, it was only brought into certain countries, and so the disappointment was there. Now hearing about this, I'm excited. And Microsoft's got to prove, Microsoft's got to prove me wrong with the whole PC thing, because it's not been a great... It has not been a great 3 years of them having PC games for their studios. It's been bad. This has got to be good. I'm with you, Brim, on that one. It's got to be good.
Yeah, I mean, dude, like like Gerard, you have no room for error here, buddy. You better get that shit pumped. You better get the.
And we get it with the. By the way, me and you get it through the Play Anywhere initiative on the Microsoft Store.
I thought they said they weren't putting that on the Play Anywhere initiative. Are they doing that now?
Yeah, they are.
Oh shit.
So we get it on the Play initiative. But here's my question: how's that going to work with Steam, though? Are
Oh
we
my
going to sign into the X?
dude, like I'm gonna say this right now. Microsoft, please do not use your servers. Like, please, 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 Daddy, don't use your servers. Stick with Steam.
I was telling, what was I telling us? I was telling Metro, they should be able to, like, when you go into Halo Master Chief Collection on PC, right?
Yeah.
Click on Play Now. It should sync up with the Xbox to where you could add your friends. So Steam will be a client, but then you'll have the Xbox app to where you can play with your buddies, either from Xbox or PC, you know?
Well, any normal thinking human being like yourself or myself would think that that's how that should work. But we are talking about Microsoft here. They're the company that takes 5 steps forward to do 2 steps. I mean, 5 steps back to do 2 steps forward.
We gotta have more faith in this, man. We gotta have more faith. Come on. Come on, Phil Spencer's running the helm. We gotta have some faith.
Yeah, but Phil Spencer doesn't understand PC, though. He understands console. He gets the console crowd. He knows what they want, but he doesn't know what the PC guys want, you know? We want optimizations. We want this shit to run good.
He's starting to get there, though.
I hope so, dude. You know what? I hope. I really do. I really hope. I want this to be good.
Then bring Gears of War to Steam. Bring Forza to Steam.
Yeah. Oh, God, yeah. That would be great. All right.
Yes.
So you found some tech deals. Let's see. Let's bring some tech deals up in this piece. All right. We're going to go to Discord. And then... Oh, you know what? Let's talk about this guy real fast. Now, this is a person that I am not a big fan of. I've never been a big fan of this guy. You could say that I have a bit of a grudge with this guy because this guy has always been somewhat of a jerk in the gaming industry. He's treated his fans like trash. At one point, he tried to call us all racists because we wanted a region block so that way we didn't have to deal with Chinese hackers. This article is about Mr. Player Unknown. Green is moving on to something new. He has said that he doesn't want to do this anymore. That is what he said. He doesn't want to do this anymore. PUBG is running its course, and he just doesn't really feel like he wants to do this anymore. And I think it has a lot more to do with the amount of money this man has made on his game and the absolute apparent ignorance that he used to squander his money away and not fix his title, and being called out for it on social media. Now he's like, well, I'm gonna pack up my toys, guys, and I'm gonna go home. Like, I mean, this guy, how much money did this guy say he made? Like, he made like billions, right? Billions. Like, he made a shit ton of money. And in one of the articles that when they interviewed him and asked him how come he hadn't fixed his game yet, he said he didn't have the resources to do so. I have a question about that. How do you make billions of fucking dollars and you don't have the resources to do so?
You're under the Tencent umbrella, buddy. How do you not have the resource? How do you not?
Tencent was literally throwing money at you on top of the sales share that you had with them. How in the world do you not have the resources to fix your fucking game? Now, I'm not gonna say the game doesn't.
Been broken for. We got to be real here. PUBG's been broken for years,
dude. It has. It's been broken, and it's gotten better over the years, right? Like, it's gotten slowly better.
Has it gotten better?
Well, the last time I played it, it wasn't nearly as buggy as it was when I first played it. You know what I mean? Like, it was actually a lot smoother the last time I played it. But it is still a lag fest game. And the point that this guy had the balls to get on social media, and then when he gets called out, he says, I'm being harassed. You guys are bullies. Don't bully me no more. Like, really? Like, you are a billionaire, sir. And
Do not pull a Cliff Vizinski.
well, at least Cliff knew when he failed, though. That's the thing. Cliff, he knew that what he said was bullshit, and he knew that he was a loudmouth dude, right? He understood himself. This guy doesn't understand the gaming market. He doesn't understand the gaming fans. And he doesn't even understand his own fan base. In fact, he chastises them any chance that he got over social media. And when he got called out for it, he cried wolf.
You know who this hurts right here is the fans of this franchise. It just literally, no joke.
Well, you're talking about somebody that literally tried to sue Epic for stealing, quote unquote, the Battle Royale genre. This guy literally told reporters that he invented the genre. Now, I want you to think about that real fast, considering games like Tribes existed. Oh, let's see, what else was there? Hunger Games, the story was out before this game was. The one that's like Hunger Games in Japan, that was made in, the early 2000s, 2004, I think. This guy
Mag was another one.
Mag was one. Like, this guy told everybody that he created the genre. And I'm just like, no, you didn't.
Massive multiplayers were done a long time ago, buddy. You just put BR on top of it and made it a thing. And H1Z1, don't get me wrong. I know he was one of the, was he one of the makers of that?
No, he wasn't a maker. He was a consultant for H1Z1. And he was showing Sony, like, what he did for his mod on, what was it? Oh, God. What the hell was that game? Not H1Z1. DayZ, there we go. He was a modder for DayZ, right? Like he played on the DayZ mod for Arma on the VR engine, and he created a mod, and Sony got wind of it. Sony picked up him, paid him a handsome amount of cash to advise them to create a standalone game away from DayZ. And it became pretty successful, as you may know. Like, it's still actually pretty successful today. There are a lot of people that play it now. But then he he said he was done with them. He turned his back on them, created his own game, right? PUBG wasn't even out yet. And this is why I think it's funny. He helped create H1Z1, creates PUBG, and then says he invents it. Like, dude, you're going to try to sue the company that created your engine. Like, really?
Then he tries to go after Epic Games after that one.
That's what I was talking about. Epic's that's the Unreal Engine. That's their engine, dude.
And they're all in the same umbrella too, which is hilarious. Under the same umbrella, Tencent Games.
Tencent,
Tencent, and it's literally, it's funny. Is Tencent's over here going, "Hey guys, play nice together. You're not suing anybody." Hey, shut that thing real quick.
Yeah, because they own the majority shares in both companies.
Yeah.
And then, Bluehole, the creators of Terra, they did a deal with Green, and they put fucking PUBG characters in Terra. Like, I'm like, what? That is the weirdest crossover ever. It doesn't even make sense.
And then they put Terra characters in PUBG. It was just ridiculous.
I was like, why? Like, I could understand if they were both battle royales, but they're not. They're not even close to the same genre. Like, huh? What the hell?
He's done with battle royale genre. The last man standing concept is great, but I have done that. Well, what is he gonna go do? Go make an MMO next? And I got this concept. He's gonna go make an MMO, and guess what?
He invented the MMO genre. Yeah.
Anything green, anything green touches, it seems like to me like it's just it's a dumpster fire.
Well, yeah, because he doesn't understand business, right? He went into this completely unknowing of the situation he was going to get himself into. He took money from investors. He took money from companies. Created a game. Did very little to no fixing of this title. Only patched it with big patches once in a blue moon. There were advancements made. There were balance changes. There were optimizations being made, but the game could play better. It could always be better. That's the thing. Like, nobody really, anytime a developer tells anybody like, "Oh, we can't fix this," they are lying to you. It is called they don't want to spend the money to fix it. They don't want to invest it into it anymore because they don't believe they're going to get a return, even though their promise was to give you a solid $60 experience that you'll never receive. That is what's wrong with this generation of game developers. They think that because they're game developers that they're entitled to your money and they don't have to earn it, and that's bullshit. So let's move on to some deals. What the hell? Twitch debut squad stream. Oh yeah, squad stream. I remember you talking about this.
Yep, squad stream is happening on Twitch. Yeah.
So squad stream is going to be a thing.
Yep, they're taking on Mixer with the whole co-streaming.
All right, so we're going to go ahead and do the best deals of the week. Bada boom, bada bing. Ooh, we got some NVMe drivers on on sale. We got some 500 gigabyte? That's not bad. Ooh, a 1 terabyte M.2 drive for $109?
Yep.
Yo, that isn't bad. That's actually a really good sale. Considering those M.2 drives started off at that price for like, what, 200 something gigs?
Yep.
I mean, so that's not too bad. The Crucial MX500, if you guys don't know, Crucial, Silicon Power is their OEM, so keep that in mind. If I were you, I would go just straight to the source and get it. It's like ASRock was to MSI. ASRock was MSI's OEM for the longest time. So everybody decided to just go to ASRock because it was cheaper. And that's what I do with Silicon Power. I just go to the Silicon Power page, and you can literally order any drive, any variant you want for super, super cheap. So I definitely suggest it.
And look at Kingston down there, like legitimately Kingston. If you're looking,
that's a hella good deal, dude.
You're looking just for an entry-level drive.
Kingston A400 for it's 250 gig for $28.99.
And then $29 if you just need something that's an OS drive and you just don't care about anything else. There you go, $19.
Yep. That's pretty awesome, dude. Like, the hard drive deals are doing pretty damn good this year. I mean, I picked up an SSD from Silicon Power that was like $30. And it's already like outperforming my HyperX. So like
well, we had this talk over the week last week where when you came back from vacation, we were talking about all these deals, you know, processor wise, graphics card wise, RAM wise. Now it's really getting it's like the used market and the new market is really kind of teeter-tottering in what you can get for the price.
Right.
I mean, wow, look at that MX mouse.
Yeah, it's an oldie, dude. This is an oldie one. I had this mouse at one point, dude. This was a good mouse. This was an old school mouse, though. Holy crap. And this is the new model.
It doesn't look too bad for the new model.
Yep.
And then you scroll down and then you see like the Death Adder, and it's like, oh, the Death Adder.
Yeah. I didn't care for that mouse at all.
The Prodigy I own.
Oh, you own the Prodigy?
Yes, I own the
Prodigy. Oh yeah, you went out and bought that recently, didn't you?
No, I've had mine. This is the second gen. I've had this for 6 months now.
How you liking it?
Love that mouse. I like anything that's small. Compared to the Death Adder, yeah, it's way smaller.
I've been thinking about picking up this G903 for a while now. Like I've been.
What, the wireless?
Yeah.
I want to get that, the G903.
Yeah. I've been thinking about it for a long, long time. Then I saw that they released this, and I'm like, oh, the G900.
They have another wireless one made by Logitech. It's called the G303.
Yeah, I had that one, and that's the one I gave to Shane.
Gotcha.
I get the see like this is the one I have. I have the G402, but I heard the G502 is good, but it's a heavy mouse, and I'm like I don't really care for the massive heavy ones. Let's see. Testing
Look at that mouse.
gaming mouse. Yeah, you're talking about the vertical, right?
Yeah.
The MX vertical. Like I've heard that this is actually like a good way of doing this, like playing games. Like some people have sworn by this, like said that this was a really good mouse. And I'm like, I don't know if
it looks like it looks like a boat.
Yeah, yeah. The Razer Naga Trinity. Don't ever. Word to the wise: do not purchase this mouse, ever. I bought the Naga MOBA version, or the MMO variant of the Naga, right? And it was a good mouse when I first got it. It was definitely good. The buttons worked good. It was a comfortable fit. It was a nice mouse. It lasted a year. You know what happened? I plugged it in and then it died. Like literally, I took good care of it. I cleaned it. I babied it because everybody told me Razer products suck, and I was like, no, it can't be that bad. Yes, it's that bad. It is that bad. It really is that bad. I mean, these guys.
Put it this way: every Razer product I've had has not lasted more than a year in its own self.
See, and see, like, and that's where like I differentiate with him. Like he says, not one product. Me, on the other hand, I have headphones that have lasted forever from them. So to me, like, I would say give their headphones a try, but don't touch their keyboards or their mouse or their electric Razer pads, because you will lose money like you would not believe. They do not believe in their warranty. You try to get it sent in for the warranty, and they will argue tooth and nail as to whether they should honor it or not, because they don't believe you took care of your product. That was my last experience with them, and I will never deal business with Razer ever, 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 ever again. Ever. Except for their headphones, their headsets. Their headsets are good, but that's it.
What was your turning point?
My turning point was the false advertising of the anti-ghosting buttons on the Razer Anansi. It was a membrane keyboard, and if you held down Control for crouch and in any game that you're playing that had that function, you could not move left because of the ghosting problem. The buttons overlapped each other. It was an MMO keyboard, but it was a very faulty one. There were certain buttons that you tried to do that with, and the ghosting was so bad that it was almost it was an unusable keyboard. And I bought two of them at full price, one for me and one for my fiance, and we thought, okay, this should be fine. And then come to find out, because she was doing PvP in Guild Wars 2, she was telling me that's how I discovered it, was you couldn't crouch down and move to the left. I'm like, what the fuck? And then later found out that the extra buttons on the bottom row didn't work if you used any of the directional keys on your keyboard. So if you go, and you know how you use A, W, S, and D, right?
Yeah.
Well, guess what? If you're holding down W, right, to walk forward, and let's say you have a spell tied to the hotbar on the bottom of your extra rows of keys, you press one of those, your hotbar doesn't work because of ghosting. So, and I found out that it was that model. Yeah, I did. I got ripped off. And I praised them for their mouse at the time because I love that mouse. That mouse was a comfortable fit for my hand. I could play Counter-Strike with it. I was able to play League of Legends. I played World of Warcraft. I mean, I covered almost every major MMO with that Razer setup. And it was mainly the mouse that I liked. But after the mouse died, I said, fuck it. I was like, I'm done. I'm done with Razer. I will never touch a Razer product again.
Maybe
other than their headphones.
Well, I've had their headphones. I had my Razer headset for 4 years before it took a shit. The mouse and keyboard, different story. My keyboard died within like literally no time. Like it killed itself. And then I had to turn it. I had the Mamba mouse, and that lasted me less than a month. I went to move. This is no joke. I was moving, and the mouse just literally like, I'm gonna die right now. I'm just gonna die, and there's gonna be no questions asked. And it died. Like it would freeze, and then it just died.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is just Like you spend money on Razer product to get, and then their customer service. When you try to get, you want customer service. They don't want to help you.
No,
they don't sell
they're
replacement
trying.
parts.
No, they don't, and they are trying to make you stick to your product because they don't believe in their own product. Like they really don't. That's why I think they have no business being in the gaming market because they don't care enough about QC on their mice and their keyboards. That's why I'm a huge Logitech fan. I've invested ever since into only Logitech product, and it's lasted me. You know, you talked me in. In fact, you talked me into the last keyboard I got was the G710, and
Yep.
you and Shane were like, dude, try Logitech. Just try Logitech. Maybe you'll like Logitech. I'm like, all right. I went out, bought the Logitech setup. That's including the headphones, the mouse, and the keyboard for a little under $60. I got it on a Christmas sale at my local Walmart, and it was the best sale ever. G710, best keyboard I have ever owned. Loved it.
And which versions of it did you own? The blues, the browns?
The blues. I had the blues on that one. It was the blue keys. And what really got me into buying that keyboard was the fact that they ran it over with a truck and it still worked afterwards. I was like, holy crap. Like, there's no way.
Logitech makes really good stuff. Like, their keyboards and mouse, a lot of people just stick with Logitech. When you're in the Logitech family, you're supported.
Oh, yeah.
And,
oh, yeah. Definitely. I feel it, too, because whenever you, like, reach out to them, they actually respond to you in a timely manner, unlike somebody else. Like, I have reached out to Razer so many times for my shit, and they waited almost 4 months to get back to me.
What is it? It's them. HyperX is pretty good. I would say Corsair to a certain extent, but I've had a 50-50 experience with them.
Yeah.
So I would say it would be like Logitech. I would say HyperX to a certain extent because HyperX makes really good stuff from what I would from what I've seen.
Oh, there's pros that use their mice. Like they have mice that pros use because of
Logitech hands
they
down like #1 company, I would say, and then it would be like HyperX, then it'd be probably I'd have to say probably Rocat, and then Corsair, and then I would say Razer's at the bottom of the barrel.
Oh yeah,
their customer service is just
I would even say I would even say SteelSeries is better than Razer by a long shot, dude.
Yeah, I agree with you there. And then I would put SteelSeries somewhere in there.
I would agree with that.
I have their Sensei before, and their customer service was decent. It wasn't too bad. Razer, on the other hand, I've dealt with Razer before, and I don't want to deal with them ever again.
How does one of the worst gaming peripheral manufacturers, how do they still have a job in this industry when there are other companies that just barely started and are already shut down because they couldn't keep up with either the demand of their product or they just couldn't help people fast enough? But you get with Razer, and there are so many people that will swear by that company. And I used to be one of them. You used to be one of them. Hell, Shane was. All three of us were huge fans of their product. But when we woke up to it and we tried to say, hey, by the way, this is what happened with us, everybody else was like, yeah, but they're still good. I'm like, no, they're not. Not at all.
Yeah. I don't know. They fell apart like a while back ago. They used to be great when they first came out, and then they just fell apart.
You're welcome, Chris. I'm glad you're enjoying D2, sir. Now, are you playing Diablo 2 or are you playing Destiny 2? That's the question. I'm assuming Destiny 2. Ah, man. There's that Rocat keyboard, man. Oof.
Yeah.
I almost got it. It was at Best Buy, and it wasn't that much less either. Because for those of you that don't know, well, I guess we'll go ahead and talk about that. Awesome, Destiny 2, good pick, sir, good pick. So I want to, for those of you that don't know yet, if you don't follow me on social media or Rev, go follow us on our Twitters. I went to Vegas for my birthday. Turned 36 this year. Had a fantastic time with my fiance. It was probably the best Vegas trip I have ever had. And I went to places. I went to my first Apple store. I went to my first Microsoft store. and those were some really, really fun experiences. Of course, the missus was kind of bored because this shit's not for her, you know. She doesn't really care about this shit like I do. She's more about her TV programs, food, and playing her phone apps.
And shopping.
And shopping, yeah. But, I mean, I got a new pair of shoes from RBX, which is really cool. I got some clothes. I picked up my new G910 Orion Spectrum, not the Spark. And I love this keyboard. It is the nicest keyboard. It's quiet. It's super, super responsive. Like, it's actually, I would say it feels more responsive than the blue switches on my G710. I'm going to actually give my G710 to my girl because I know she loves to type and she's into writing and stuff. So when I get her system set up, she's going to get that. But, bro, this Orion Spectrum has changed my outlook.
Well, you have the tactile version.
Huh?
You have the tactile version. Was that you sneezing?
Yeah, excuse me. Sorry, I had to sneeze. Whew.
Well,
I turned my head. I turned my head. I actually ducked down too, trying to not sneeze in people's ears.
you have the tactile version of that keyboard, which is nice. I don't know, Logitech, really, when it comes to keyboards, they do a pretty good job. Hard to find keycaps. It's going to be... Yeah, one thing I wish Logitech would do is, you know, get off their britches and make, like, replacement keycaps. Like, you know, when you wear them out after a while.
Yeah.
That would be great. Logitech just makes really good stuff. I mean, outside of them buying blue, but, you know, everything else they've done a pretty good job on. No complaints.
Outside of them buying blue? Like...
Outside of buying blue. The quality hasn't gotten any better.
Well, it will. You got to give them time. It is, yeah, it is pollen season. I think that's the case. My allergies have been acting up like something fierce lately. Mm-hmm. But no, they, you know, I've been looking at a lot of keyboards, right? Like I have been looking just to see if like I got a good deal and whatnot, dude. Brand new.
You got a deal.
I got a deal. Yeah, brand new out of Best Buy, $89. Usually $189. I was blown away, dude. I was like, because you go to Amazon and you could find it for like $65, but that's used. That's on the used market. And I'm like, no, I want this shit be brand new. Like I've always bought brand new Logitech stuff. I'm not gonna change now because you buy a used keyboard from somebody, you're just gonna adopt their problems. So. Definitely worth the money.
That's true. That's true. Or you can go third party like I did and got a great deal.
True. Yeah, that is very true.
I mean, I was really surprised by the Moto Speed keyboard that I have, and it's, you know, minus the mouse. I can't stand the mouse. It's too big for my hand, and it doesn't feel like my Logitech equipment. But the keyboard I can recommend. The mouse not so much.
How is that keyboard, by the way? Like, is that keyboard actually really good? Like, is it a good keyboard? Like, is it responsive? Is it, you know?
It's one of the better keyboards I've owned. Legitimately needs a wrist rest though out of the box. I went out. I have my Automata wrist rest. Yes, I was holding on to my whole Razer thing. So you guys know I went through keyboards like you wouldn't believe, because I've either dropped water or killed a keyboard. So I had the G710 and gave that to somebody, and then I went out, needed something else. And I thought the Automata would serve my purpose, and the Automata started falling apart. And that's Razer for you. Razer does not last long. I don't understand the quality's not there. But then when I got this Moto Speed, minus the wrist rest, everything else is great. I mean, no complaints. As long as it glows my favorite color red, it does RGB. Everything is done on the keyboard, so there's no software needing to be done. And I played games with you. I was playing games tonight, and my Overwatch skills has gone up because of the keyboard, so can't complain. And I just moved back to mouse and keyboard because it feels so nice. Now my next keyboard is gonna be Logitech, for sure,
bro.
Hands down,
bro. My skills in Black Ops like improved like tenfold with this keyboard. Like
I'm buying the G510. What is it? Is it G510? One that comes with the wrist rest.
Is that the 10 keyless? Let me find out.
Let's go do some Google research, you know?
Yeah, I'm gonna do it right now. G510. No, you said the G510, right? The G510 gaming keyboard?
Yeah, I believe so. One that comes with the wrist rest.
And it has like the little menu on the thing? The little...
No.
Is this it right here?
Check. Hold on, I'll tell you right now. Because I get this wrong all the time, and you guys can hear me clicking and clacking on my keyboard there. It is... Let's see here. Could be wrong. Let's go down.
Because there's the G213. There's the G Pro.
I believe it's the one with the wrist rest on it, Logitech gaming wise.
But does it have that on it though? The LCD screen thing on it?
No.
All right. So
it doesn't have any. Oh, here it is. Here it is. It's the G513. $128 keyboard.
Oh, okay.
I get it all. When I explain it, it's like people go and they look it up and they're like, "Oh, it's the older keyboard. That's what you want." I'm like, "No. It's the one with the wrist rest."
Comes with Carbon, with the Romer G tactile switches. Yeah.
Yep.
That's actually really. I almost got this one when I was there because it was like 80. I think it was it was $100. I almost picked this up because I liked the way it looked, but then I was like, I really want that Orion Spectrum though.
Yeah, because you like the glow.
The glow, and it's metal and like hard plastic on the top of it, like.
And my thing is, I like to have a USB pass-through. Do you get that with your keyboard?
The one I bought, I thought I did, and I guess I didn't. But oh well, I don't care. It's fine.
Well, I like the pass-through part.
So do I. I had it with my G710, so I was a little weirded out by it not having it here with me. And I was like, whatever. I'll deal with it. I'll work with it. I don't care.
The one thing I'll give the Spectrum on it the lighting does glow.
They have a Logitech G613 with a wrist rest, and it's wireless.
Yeah, I've seen that.
And it's cheaper.
Yeah, but it doesn't glow though.
It doesn't?
No. See, it doesn't glow. They made that keyboard without a glow, yeah. Because I like the glow, because when you're like sitting in the dark and you're trying to play games, during the summer when you lock everything down,
you start feeling like a virgin all over again.
No, Jesus. I gotta have the lights on my keyboard though.
Right, no, I understand. Yeah. Ooh, here we go. We have a G213.
That keyboard.
This is definitely not. I don't think this is a mechanical, is it? This is a gel top.
No, it's rubber. It's rubber dome.
Rubber dome membrane.
Yep, and you can spill water on it, and you'll be golden. Actually, they prefer you to spill water on it. Yeah, you can. It's water resistant.
That's funny.
I guess they have holes in the back of the keyboard where it leaks out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's pretty cool how they have that. See, I would go the G613, but the problem is it doesn't have that light up the effect that I want. Hey, look right there. They got the Ornata or Ornata.
The Ornata
Expert. Yeah, Expert. They're like, yeah. And then you look at the ratings and it's like, oh, yeah. Oh.
It's like the worst rated keyboard too. That's the funny part. All right. Yeah, they got some interesting keyboards. I almost got this one. I think this was the Vulcan that I was looking at Best Buy. I almost got this beast. Like, I was right there. I was like, oh, like, should I get it?
They're Rocats. Yeah, that keyboard does look really nice.
It looks good, doesn't it? It looks so pretty, dude. I was like, oh, I want you so bad. But then
you look at the prices and you're just like, oh,
well,
I don't really want you that bad.
Well, no, it was $100. I mean, that's not bad. $100 sale for Best Buy, that's not bad. But
then you turn it around.
I saw the $89 one, and it's the one I always wanted. So I was like, okay, I'll do that. I'll go ahead and I'll come here for what I want. I'll get that and be happy. But then I look at this one, and I'm like, but I could always use a backup keyboard. Oh, man.
I always need to back up. I tell anybody, if you have a mechanical keyboard, go ahead and pick up the Moto Speed for $50. You can't go wrong.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'll show them what you're talking about. It's the Moto Speed you said, yeah?
Yep, CK888.
I think I saw the Bad Seed. I think his name is called Bad Seed, and he does keyboard reviews, and I think the Moto Speed was one of them. Is it the 61 or the CK104?
The CK888.
The CK888. Oh, shit. There's...
Yeah, I'll go
Oh, here we go. Found it. That is.
Why did he call it? Why did he call it a bad review?
No, he liked it. The Bad Seed, the guy that did the review on it. No, he gave it high marks, dude. He said it was. He said it was the best budget keyboard he's ever. But you only paid like $40 for it, right?
Yeah, on eBay. Yeah, $40. Yeah.
That's a damn good deal.
The mouse left to be desired. The combination. I mean, the mouse is ew. But when you see my review when it comes up on YouTube, you'll see how I feel about it. You'll get the understanding why the mouse ain't that special. But for beginning level people, if you're just getting into PC gaming, let's say you bought the monitors, you're building your PC, spend $1,000, then the keyboard's worth it at that point. Just to get yourself into it.
Yeah,
it's well worth it at that point. I could have stepped up and got the one with the wrist rest.
I mean, you could have, but then, like, I don't know, like.
And then that price goes up.
Yeah, see, that's what I was thinking.
Go scroll up a little bit there. Go down. On the page you're on.
The white one.
Yeah, that white mouse looks like a ripoff of the 303. You scroll down, go all the way down. The mouse.
All right, I'm looking. Are we talking about this one here? The V30?
No, keep going down.
Oh, this one.
Yeah, it kind of looks like a ripoff of a Logitech mount. No, keep going. The white one. Keep scrolling down. You'll
with the
see
little
it.
red, with the Red Panther, right?
Yeah. It looks like a Logitech Prodigy.
Who knows? It could be a cheaper version, dude. You don't know.
That blue does look nice on that.
Bro, I'm looking at that white keyboard, dude. I'm like, that is such a sexy board, dude. I don't need it. I don't need it. I have my Orion Spectrum. I should be happy with it. It's a great keyboard.
Blue one with the blue keyboard. That's nice.
Oh, that's such a sexy board, though, dude. I mean, full RGB setup. Oh. God damn it! I hate looking at keyboards.
See what Brim could do is his woman can inherit this keyboard right here, and then you can look at it from a distance.
Oh man,
you can't beat that. You can't beat that for $57 though.
No, it's there's a keyboard. I'll show it to you that I've been looking at, and I've been
the Red Dragon.
I don't know if that's what it's called, but it looks like a typewriter. Typewriter keyboard. Let me see if I find it. Oh, here we go. Yeah, this is it. The ASIO MK Retro.
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
Dude, this looks so sexy, bro. Like, I'm just looking at this and I'm like, oh, that is dope looking. Like, look at those keys, dude. Oh. And we're talking blue switches, dude. Like, it doesn't get better than that, really. And then you scroll down, and then you find out, oh, they have a white version.
And then they have a wood version.
Yeah, that thing's expensive. I've already looked into it. Because I saw
Linus did a review of these products, and then he was just not impressed. He wasn't really that impressed.
But look at this white one. This is a white one with blue switches. Oh, God, it's such a pretty... Oh, it's brown switches. So even better. Actual MX brown. Cherry MX. It's not bad. But yeah, like I've been looking into these kind of keyboards because I really just love the aesthetics of that kind of look.
You like that era of keyboards.
God, yes, dude, it is so sexy.
Hey, I got you there. Then let's go with the the IBM Master Type.
Yeah.
Let's go back to an era in the 80s, the Master Type.
Look at this thing though, dude. Like, oh, that just screams sexy, dude. Oh man. Anti-ghosting technology, ergonomic, 50 million times keystroke tests. Like you could take the keycaps off. You could customize them. I mean, it's that makes me so moist.
Here, you really want to go back? You really want to go back in the day? Here you go, bud. If you really want to go back in the day, since we're doing this, there, keyboard that I would own right now.
Hold on.
I wouldn't care if it didn't have colors or nothing.
Oh yeah.
I'd go way back.
Oh yeah. That is pretty. That is way back, bro. Like,
I'd own that in a heartbeat, just so I could type.
Oh, it is so used. Woo! But then again, I mean, I bet you it probably operates better than some of these other keyboards do.
Probably.
That is a nice keyboard, though.
And look at the connector, man. You never thought that back at those times.
That connector?
Yeah. Never thought in those times you have to buy a converter for it nowadays.
Yeah, that is pretty dope. Man. And then you see the cheapies. And some of these cheapies, like Bad Seed does, and he gives some of them high marks, and then some of them, he just takes a major shit on. he's like, this is a shitty keyboard. Don't buy it. I waste my money on this, so you don't have to. Oh, there we go. This right here is gonna probably be my in-game computer keyboard. Like, I don't know. Like, there's a lot of people that have like in-game headphones, like the headphones that they've always wanted. They're super expensive. They usually cost around the $1,300 mark, like a good pair of Hyman. Then they have the Hi-Fi Men. They have what is it? The Bears T stacks that are in the thousands. A lot of people are like, those are my in-game, right? Well,
and what's your headphones of choice?
For headphones, that's what a lot of people's are. For me,
are you going for headphones?
For me, keyboard. The type of keyboard is going to be my end game, and I think this would be something like this or the wooden one, where it's like super expensive, but at least to a point where you could afford it, you know. So
I don't have an end game when it comes like to keyboards and mouses. I really don't.
Oh, you don't? What about sound? You don't have anything that, like, if you could own it at least once in your life, you'd be like.
I mean, in my lifetime, I think I've owned what I wanted as far as sound goes. I had a beautiful 7.1 Yamaha surround sound system that if you really wanted the best sound, my room got rocking, like vibrating until the point the neighbors had to call out somebody to deal with it. I had to get rid of that system, unfortunately, but I've had the top of the when that perfect audio happens, it's the best. Earphones wise, I don't know, to me it would have to really wow me for the price. It would have to wine and dine me for the price.
But that's what I'm saying though. Imagine this. Like, imagine, okay, let's just take price out of the picture, right? Let's just say you have the money. Let's just say you have it, right? And I'll even go a step further and give you an example. We'll do let's see.
I do like that keyboard. I do like that keyboard with the light up.
Yeah, that shit is dope.
Which is pretty cool.
All right. So like, let's say this is your end game right here. All right. Let's say you have the money, so money's no object to you. Is there a headphone that you would try at least once and use it for a long period, or if not, use it for a long period of time?
Realistically, I would probably go with a pair of Bose and be okay.
Really? Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, like Bose is my, but you know. Those earphones do look nice. I'm not an earphone person. I'm an earbud fan.
I will convert you. Don't worry.
No, Jesus. No, like I don't like them because they heat my head a lot. I don't really
see, for you, good sir, that's why these are open back and they allow air to travel into it, so that way you don't overheat.
What brand is this?
This is Hi-Fi Men. So they have Hi-Fi Men that are like this. They have clips.
$800. I see. I can't justify $840.
But that's what I'm telling you, bro. That is what I'm telling you. Stuff like this, the overly priced audio stuff for audiophiles, like stuff like this. There are actual audiophiles out there. This is what I was trying to tell you, that have an in-game that they're like, hey, you know, this is, if I could buy one headphone, and it costs a shit ton of money, this is what it would be, right? For me, keyboards and gaming peripherals are like that for me. Like, if I could buy one thing and experience it, it would be, you know, something along the lines of a high-end typewriter type keyboard that costs an absorbent amount of money. And I would have to experience it.
That would be graphics cards for me then.
Okay, well, there you go. Yeah, okay. Yeah, stuff like that, yeah.
Because graphics cards, my be all end all would be owning two Titans, or 2 high-end AMD cards.
True. Oh my god, this is why I hate Amazon, because they always have to pick something along the lines that I like, and then be like, oh, but people also viewed this, and then you click on that, and then it's a never-ending hole because now you're clicking down the rabbit hole of all these different things that it's suggesting to you.
Probably would have to be, if you really want to go be all end all, probably that Asus TV monitor.
Oh god, yes.
That 40, I think it's a 56.
Yeah.
5. I would probably get one of those. Just then mount it on the wall. Need my computer, all my computer set up like Minus did. Yeah, that when I saw that, I was like, when did they release FreeSync monitors? Oh wait, they have. Samsung has for quite some time.
Right.
But I had a bad experience with Samsung when it came to TVs, so I don't trust them very much.
Neither do I, sir. All right, so we're coming up on, holy crap, an hour and 8 minutes. So, is there anything else you wish to talk about, sir?
No, really. We talked about everything. The only thing I would say is hopefully Halo's real. And oh my God, what is up with that album cover?
The album cover where?
Like, go up there and see the arrow.
This?
Click the arrow up on top. No, on the arrow on the top, where it says Alexa set alarm.
Oh yeah.
The left arrow. Click the left arrow and go look at that album cover. No. Go up where it says
Billie Eilish.
Yeah, go look at that. Jesus. Wow, Amazon. Wow.
Damn. I've never even heard of Billie Eilish. He looked like a chick. Is that a chick or a dude? All right. Before I get into trouble, which it's pretty easy to do nowadays.
I would say Halo. Hopefully Microsoft doesn't screw that up, and I would honestly say, good on Sony for doing what they're trying to do in this episode.
Yeah, see, like a lot of people want to forever like remember them for the bad they've done, and they can't always do the best or do good. So like I always want to like at least give them props for what good they do, you know. So
yeah. That's pretty much about it.
Well, thank you again, sir, for coming on tonight with me. We're going to play some games, hopefully. I might actually stream tonight. Maybe. I might actually stream on Twitch. I don't know. I'll probably end up streaming on my Brimstone account because I'm still figuring out things with settings and stuff for my stream. So that way, by the time I get Digital Fracture going, the streams will be a little bit more professional looking and cleaner. So that is definitely something I'm going to be working on. So I'll go ahead and get the XP plan. I just want to say thank you guys for coming aboard, watching tonight. Please share and subscribe. Make sure you follow us on Twitter. I really appreciate all the viewerships. I appreciate the thumbs up. This channel is slowly coming back up. I'm trying to dig it out of the void that it was once in, and hopefully we'll get more people attracted to this channel. Again, thank you so much. And stay tuned for tomorrow's episode. Who knows? Maybe it'll be a little bit more active. I don't know. But we talked about a lot of stuff tonight, so who knows what tomorrow will bring us. Have a good night, guys, and have a good morning. Brimstone, out.